Hello there, Aries, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. I hope you're doing well. Now, Aries, Spirit says the flame within you has been quietly gathering strength. Spirit whispers what you've been seeking is not running from you. It's waiting just around the next bend. This cycle holds a gift that will ignite your confidence and guide you to the victory you deserve. And with that, Aries, let's look a little bit deeper about what else Spirit wants you to know. But Spirit is aware that you are aligned with a destined victory because you have been quietly gathering your strength and confidence. So good for you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is just too perfect. I mean, even if you don't know tarot, look at this person on the horse. I mean, excuse me, what do you see? You see people cheering this person on, proud to even be next to this person, supporting this person. So yes, when it comes to victory, success, being recognized for something, maybe for some of you when it has to do with not only a challenge, but maybe something on a professional level as well. Because the Six of Wands indicates that we are in the right place at the right time of promoting ourselves, having more power, more influence, and positively attracting other things to entertain, okay? But don't get distracted, Aries. Spirit is letting you know you've hit the mark already. Now you're doing something where you are deepening the root of what you've already created here, okay? So we do have fire sign coming out with that Six of Wands. And yes, the Six of Wands in general is a card of victory. For those Aries, just take it if it resonates. For those Aries, you could be dealing with someone now or in the future, or this could be you too, where you have some type of, what is it? Oh my goodness, public, like a public figure type here, right? So, I know that there's a lot of social media and influencers and like that, but just know something is happening here with you having a lot of influence over your situation here. Now, a restart is not a setback. And I'm glad I mentioned something about, the root. You're rooting something here. What did I say? Something about rooting that success. Just like Spirit has said, this restart has really been that flame within you that has been quietly gathering strength. And what you've been seeking is not running from you. It's waiting around the next bend. It's happening for you here. So some of you Aries, something may have felt like it perhaps left a hole in your heart or your soul, because maybe there was something that, you were proud of, or that you really felt confident that you were going to achieve or sustain or whatever. But there's something about your life becoming far more easier because Spirit is doing some type of reset when it comes to powerfully attracting things, ideas, people that can help you feel that you're gaining, not losing, right, in life. Even if things feel like we've missed the mark or we've had to start over. Just remind yourself something is not a setback. It's really a setup for great victory, for great success. All right, let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, okay, Aries, and Spirit's going to give us another card with this. Look again, it's a hidden blessing. A restart is not a setback. I know it can be a little bit difficult at times. Trust me, I've been through this energy, right? So there's something about you noticing something. You know, I get fire sign and water sign. We may have gone through a period that we had to mourn some type of, you know, loss or what we perceive as a failure. But there's going to be another card that's going to come out with this. Look again, it's a hidden blessing. Let's see what else Spirit wants to show us with this. Give. Okay, you're already in your next chapter. You are already in your next chapter. In fact, I feel that you would also resonate with the last SOS reading, and the video link is in the description. Okay, so one of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. You know, there may have been something where, you might have put a lot of giving, right? A lot of effort, a lot of time into something or someone, and you may have felt you got the short end of the deal. But when we give, so when we do so about giving, we feel lifted up in our lives, right? And our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. Something has happened here where it's given you some type of compass, some type of map, some type of direction and focus on who and what you do want to give to. Because yes, you may have found out something may be a waste of your time from this point going forward. It wasn't in the past, so don't think of something as a waste of your time. It served a purpose. Yeah, I feel that, you know, you serve time, right? I know when I say that, it kind of sounds like a jail, right? It's like, oh my goodness. But we do. We serve different, you know, seasons in our life, times for different parts of ourself, right? And so there's something about you being a greater service here too, whether you realize this or not. And what I see about this give, this is something that is infinite. This is not something that you have to chase after, right? You already have so much. You yourself is an energy that is very giving, very thoughtful, very loyal and dedicated when you want to be. So stay loyal and dedicated to you. Start noticing things that actually give back to you. Because I feel that's where we feel that we've made a mistake. You may have got so excited and so passionate about something, but you realize that maybe something happened here where there were blurry lines, blurry boundaries. So you are, with this give energy, I just want to say this. You are the first spark of something eternal. Okay? Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, look at that card just fell right on out. Let's see. This one came out a little funny, so you might be feeling a little not so confident, right? Because, you know, life, it throws us into loops of feeling good, feeling low, feeling confident, not feeling confident, feeling powerful, not feeling so, or feeling powerless. But you were chosen to lead. Trust your power. You know, when I see this card, I see you in the position of the Emperor, the King or the Queen of Wands, which all, you know, three of those energies would be you at your place of confidence, a place of achievement or knowing you can achieve. Don't lose sight. Don't lose focus. Who cares if some have to be left behind, Aries? You hold visions and dreams that are not only yours, it's the dreams and visions of the ancestors, because you are, oh my goodness, this is why I'm getting so strong. You are the ancestors' prayers here. You're doing things that they wish they could have done. So have confidence in yourself here, even when you feel like you have failed, right? A leader, and a great leader, is one who can keep going, who sees a setback as a stepping stone or a launching pad, I should say. And it's going to launch you right into victory here. You will complete something, Aries. You will complete something, and you will, if you haven't yet, I feel there may be something about receiving a, a special sacred item to you, whether it's, and I feel it would be something maybe tribal or handmade, whether it's not handmade or not, there may be something about a ring, a wreath, something about a headdress, something that maybe you feel is your talisman, or maybe you carry. They're down, see, ooh, something did leave a, yeah, I know, I've had this happen to me more than once. Their downgrade is their karma. Yours is peace. This is why you feel like you have to start over, because whether it was one person or a few, this is the thing. This is why I was getting this thing where you're not losing sight. Who cares if you have to leave some behind, because they are a drag on your energy. They're slow growers. And they can put a real hindrance on your good fortune here. So look again, this is a hidden blessing. Something may have tried to put you in a place where you can't grow, where you don't receive your good fortune. Because Spirit is really making a big emphasis with you in your situation that whatever you've been waiting for is actually waiting for you. But you got to find that hidden blessing and make peace with something here. This tried you. It tried to bury you. It tried to bury your fire. But it can't. Because what did I say? Or not me. What Spirit said? You are the first spark of something eternal. Your next chapter is here. Just start paying attention to, it's not about just giving. It's about, well, actually, I was telling you to start right now focusing on what gives back to you and then give to that, right? But it isn't about measure, right? Of course, you want to live in the moment. You want to be at the right place at the right time. So when you see an opportunity to share wisdom, to share maybe a resource that you have plenty of, then do that. But in the meantime, know that you have not fallen off your horse. You just learned how to ride it better. You're in a different, you shifted gears, let's say. Maybe, speaking of a horse, maybe this whole time, Aries, I see horses as our cars these days, right? But maybe, you didn't realize that you were born to drive like a sports car, and this whole time you were in a container of an economy car. And there's nothing wrong with economy car. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying there's a difference. And if you don't know the difference between an economy car and a sports car, you will know that you have to learn a lot. There's a lot to a sports car. And so this whole time, you've been fitted to drive a sports car with many gears, different handling, different braking, different acceleration, different sports modes, right? And so that's exactly what's going on. You're finding out your vehicle in life. You're finding out all of these things that were hidden inside of you that want to accelerate when you can. Something powerful is going on with you. And I do feel a lot of you attract powerful things into your life, including a powerful car or a powerful truck, or for some of you, maybe you do have horses. I would not doubt that those horses would be something like a Mustang or Clydesdale, something big and strong. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else. I'm just giving you that analogy here because I just want you to see that you are being given what you have been coded with, right? And so it's like for some, there may even be remembrance here, like a recognition of something. Like this is what fits. Oh, look at that. You're not alone. Angels walk beside you. Now, let's look at this Six of Wands here. Yes, you do see people, but I want you to see something else. Think of that horse as a spiritual horse that you're riding on. Think of those people as angels, as and the ancestors rooting you on, proud of you because they know that you've broken some type of barrier, some type of dimension or plane, whether it's physical or non-physical, some type of limitation. You broke it. And you're raising the bar higher. The angels are proud of you. Just know that. And also, this is a cycle that holds a gift. Just like Spirit says, this cycle holds a gift that will ignite your confidence and guide you to the victory you deserve. The pain of change lives in our resistance to it. Something may be hard and difficult, and it may even take a lot of seasons for some. And it's okay if it takes a few seasons to let it go. But you are making progress. And just notice too, in anything, big or small, anytime we try to, bring it back to life or do it the way we think, we start to put more pressure on ourselves. We put more stress on ourselves. So Spirit is saying, give in to something that has already run its course. The new chapter has already begun for you. And your new chapter does not include the pain that you have to carry from the past. You're letting it go, and Spirit knows how hard and difficult it has been to let go of something that was really important for you. Oh my God, look at that. I just said it. Look at this. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. You could be picking up on the negativities of others. You could absolutely be an energy here too that absorbs it to transmute it. So try to pay attention to whether or not it's yours to carry. Spirit knows how strong you are, but Spirit says, let me take care of those that can't see something of a bigger vision that you hold or that you carry. And in the meantime, you go do your own thing, Aries. I'll take care of the rest. What else? And when you're letting yourself let this all go, you're allowing your heart to soar. You're allowing your angelic invisible wings in this earth plane to really spread and soar. Don't get too much information. Okay, we may need to watch out for something or someone where we could be constantly questioning ourselves. We might be overloading ourselves with too much information that we're not even doing anything, right? Because sometimes when we're getting too much information, it almost tricks the mind and the body thinking we've done something. So I'm not saying that, you're doing that. I'm just saying that to just pay attention, okay? Because we're all up in our head. It's all about consuming so much in the mental plane right now. So we may need to watch for that, okay? Because this to me is really tied into something that we may not be ready to accept fully or to let go, right? And so we're just constantly trying to, maybe find something out. So just pay attention to that. I do get Two of Swords with this, so there may be something you've been indecisive about or you're avoiding. Let's get a little bit more about too much input stalls your path for Aries. Remain cloaked in gratitude. It turns into an unseen, it turns into, excuse me, I didn't read it right. Okay. You don't have to get any more information. Try to refrain from digging something up or overloading yourself at this time, and just remain cloaked in gratitude. It turns the unseen into a blessing or into a blessing. And this is exactly what Spirit is doing. Spirit is aligning you with a hidden blessing. Look at that. Look again. It's a hidden blessing. This is what you're lining yourself up to. It's already attracted to you. What else? Your light humbles without effort. Look at this. This is Six of Wands. This is that King or Queen of Wands that I see you in, which is, you know, a power of position, because the King and the Queen of Wands is associated with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also the Emperor is associated with Aries. But anyhow, your light humbles without effort. I mean, it's just who you are. And this is why I get this whole thing. I mean, look at this. This is a badass, you know, Aries. Really. I mean, you're just really a badass. You are the first spark of something eternal. And it's already yours. The path ahead will glow with divine fire. This is why you just need to keep moving with your energy here. So just know that there is something where if others are challenged by you, it could be that, you know, your light is powerful. Your energy is powerful. And they may not know what to do here. Let's continue and see what else. This is just more about you having confidence with yourself. You will start to enjoy new pleasures, new things to entertain yourself with, or maybe a reigniting of some old things that you used to love to do, but maybe it died out, or maybe we didn't have good company with it, okay? But you're going to, whether it's a hobby, an interest, shared values, maybe something with a community or neighborhood. Anyhow, new joy awaits in shared spaces. This is where we are attracting and recognizing, you know, something that is passionate, or something that, you know, kind of feeds off of each other in a healthy way, right? Not a toxic way. What else? And I would say, you know, maybe not all of you maybe not all of you will resonate with this, but if some of you Aries are dealing with someone that you know likes to do things to get your attention, don't give it to them. You got to put your attention to something else. They're very much in a tunnel vision with their life. They feel like as long as they can get people to run after them, chase after them, whether it's good or bad, they feel fulfilled. And so it's like an endless pit for them, right? And they're trying to drag you down. So just watch out for that. In the meantime, you are meant to connect with people, things, ideas, pleasures that make you feel that you're not losing energy. And this is where I feel that you're going to make a stronger stance in your life, where you're absolutely paying attention to what has been draining on your system. Because you're not doing it anymore. You're doing things that add fuel to yourself. And not only that, but you add fuel to others. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and to simply be around other people. You're in need of this right now, and deep connections will benefit you in many ways. And so Spirit just wants you to be in this place of widening your view and start paying attention to maybe how others are perceiving things, right? Just to entertain yourself with. You can decide whether or not you want to digest it and take it in or poop it out. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like there's something going on here that you got to watch out with. You know, deception surrounds you. You got to pull back from something that may be taking too much of your energy. Let's get more of the deception surrounds you. Pull back now. And also, for some of you, if you don't feel that this is a person, this could be you, where you absolutely are not seeing that there's some type of blessing in this, in a situation here. Like you might feel like you're getting the bad end of something here while someone may be getting the good end. That's a deception. Trust me. When someone chooses to do things, when they had the opportunity to be rewarded, but they chose another way instead, then this is where you have to allow spirit to handle what's going on here, because you could possibly be hindering it. I'm just saying, only for those that resonate with it, you could possibly be hindering their own soul's growth, right? Because sometimes people have to feel the burn and the pain of your unavailability to their ways. Oh, I was getting more about this deception. Let's see. We got air sign coming through. Do I have these upside down? I do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, things went upside down to put you right back where you need to be. Yes, you're exactly on your true soul path. Spirit is saying, don't feel that you have to rush into something. Remember, you're quietly and confidently, and you know what I also see? Silently moving with confidence. Because the thing is this is what's happening. The universe is opening a door you didn't knock on. And the wait is going to ripen into a blessing. Without you having to search for it, without you having to give so much of your energy into it. Okay, let's see what else for Aries. You're protected, guided, move boldly. Look at this. Move in this silence confidence, right? Know that you are silently gaining momentum with spirit, with the ancestors, and you can move in a silent, confident, victorious way. Spirit wants you to know that you've been shielded, that you've been protected. And there's a reason why you cannot bow down to a situation that doesn't value growth, that doesn't value passion, that doesn't value life, love, honor, respect, loyalty, dedication. What else? I knew that was the Five of Cups. That, look again, it's a hidden blessing. This is that card of mourning, right? Grief. Yeah, some will be sad too. For some of you Aries, you're leaving this sadness behind because they are a energy vampire, parasite sucking thing, okay? Like, look at that. They even have a black cloak on. And in the meantime, you're cloaking yourself in that red fiery energy, cloaking yourself in gratitude, so you're aligned and attracting growth, positivity, because this has been burning you up. Let it go. This is pain. This is resentment. This is like that hole in the soul feeling. Let's get more about this Five of Cups and what's important for you to know. I know it can be difficult, Aries. I know. I've been in this energy so many damn times, man. I swear. But it's easier because you start to master the energies. You start to sense things. And this is why Spirit is saying trust yourself more than what you see or others at this time. Because there, again, for those that resonate with maybe getting some information, even from maybe people that you respect, or maybe there's just something about, you just feel that you need more information, it could be causing you more confusion here. And it could be, that deception could be someone that likes, that saying, misery loves company. If I can get you to just be as low as I am, then at least I know I have someone. You don't want to be in that kind of energy. That's a trap. So let's get more about this Five of Cups. And I'm just going to point this out too. You know, you had the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. Well, in Roman numerals, we got this V, right? Well, to me, that looks like victory. Overcoming victory. Now, I know it's a 5, but yeah, you're walking away from something that has just been, it's run its course, right? You're walking away from a lot of cups. Wow. You were entertaining this, or was it the other way around? I feel that some of you are realizing that you might have felt like that you were being entertained, right? Like, not in a way that you're being used, but like, you know, I don't like saying that, but there was just something here where, yeah, maybe at one time it gave you some type of fulfillment, but it has run its course, and you know that there's something way better. And what I like about what the Five of Cups and the 10, or excuse me, what the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups is showing me is, if you notice, there's 8 cups, right? You're going for your 10 cups. That's in tarot, you're going for your 10 of cups, which is your contentment, your home, sweet home. Okay, that long journey brings great blessings. That's it. Do you notice the 2 cups here? Now count that, 8, and then you got the 2 left. We didn't need the 3. See, it was too much. It was too much. You've got your 10 of cups. You got it. This is your next chapter. Something was just too much. You had to let it go. You had to let it run its course. It cost you a lot on your energy, which most likely cost you in your dollars too. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know, Aries. Because Aries, you're stepping into fated alignment here, okay? You're going from a challenge to a miracle. Your story is unfolding, and it will continue to unfold. Yes, there's a lot going on in the mind, but I will also bring this up too, Aries, that it's most likely because someone can't get you off of their, can't get you off their mind. So there's energetic hooks. You need to probably do a constant clearing and shielding of your energy. You know, something where you can only invite the positive, the new. If the past has some type of value for you at now, then yes, we can allow the past to make its presence, but we don't have to get hooked into it. Allow it to just be the stepping stone, the bridge. You know, invite the angels to quiet your mind and protect your peace, Aries. They know that you've been ruminating on something that, yeah, it was hard. I know. It's like questioning yourself over and over and over and over. It's like being in a loop. But whatever you've been waiting for is waiting for you. This is why the Eight of Cups is encouraging you to move ahead. And here you are again with that red cloak of gratitude. Look at this. Look at this. Uniqueness is your soul's signature. Own it fully. See how you're embarking on your own thing? And you're not doing it out of, impulse. You're not doing it out of, what's the other word I'm trying to grasp here? Where it's like, you know, maybe for some it seems like you're doing something erratic, but really you've put a lot of thought and energy and healing into this. And so you're navigating yourself by your own soul's uniqueness. So pay attention to and focus on those things that you are attracted to and what's attracted to you. And this is why I was getting this thing about you being so unique, like even your car or maybe your house, there's just some things, that are just very unique. That's kind of your thing. All right, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. 7 of Pentacles. Your time is precious. You know, the Seven of Pentacles, we're either reevaluating, we're taking what we have and we're going to move forward here skillfully, knowledge, and with knowledge. So let's get a little bit more about this, because this again is looking like, look again, it's a hidden blessing. Not all is lost. Your fruits are still ripening. I feel like something just became too much, to the point where it wasn't even pleasurable anymore, you know? And maybe you try to convince yourself that it was going to be pleasurable. You know, I understand that too. But let's get a little bit more with the Seven of Pentacles. What's important for Aries to know about this? You know, some of you, there may be something really nurturing and healing for you when it comes to the outdoors, when it comes to nature kingdom here. Okay, when it comes to love, or a love of what you do and getting your return, you will. Pause and really see how much has really grown in your life. This is what Spirit wants you to notice, not what's you know, failed, but what grew in your life. Because I can tell you that I already see, whether you admit it or not, I can already see that you have a new sense of healthy love for yourself. You have a new relationship with yourself that you're developing. And before you know it, you're going to attract a beautiful situation, because Spirit knows that you've been waiting. When it comes to the right deal, you'll get it. When it comes to the right relationship, you'll get it. When it comes to attraction, you'll have that. What else? Look at that. The Death card just flipped over. It was warranted, Spirit is saying. Look at this. There's the Ten of Cups, I told you. Not all is lost. This Death card is really a portal. This is the hidden blessing. Something had to fade away in order for something to align with you, because it's been waiting for you. It wasn't the other way around. That's the thing. Isn't that weird? It's because, you know, we've been in this place of resistance to something. But this is the way that this can happen for you. And yes, for some of you Aries, there was an ending here when it came to a family or family ties, or, you know, maybe a community or friendships that you were together with for maybe a long time. Now take that if it resonates. But you're exactly on your soul's path here. And when you're on your true soul's path, that means layers of you have to shed at different times in your life. It's just like flowers, you know. Unfortunately, they got a short lifespan, but I don't want to say unfortunately, because man, they drop seeds and they grow new ones. But I was just thinking of, you know, just for example, when a rose blooms, you know how the petals will start falling off, right? So that's just that kind of thing, but it keeps revealing. It keeps shedding, it keeps revealing. Let's continue and see what else. So that's what I'm seeing. You know, oh my gosh, that's what I'm seeing. Look at that. We got the Death card with with that Ten of Cups. So it's almost like, you know, this is the fertilization that you needed. So on the surface, it may not look like it's growing, because Aries, what happened is that the root of your soul, just like a garden, sometimes when we don't think it's growing, because maybe we've had to cut at it more than we wanted to, right? So sometimes what happens is the plant itself has to rejuvenate. And while it's rejuvenating, it's growing the roots thicker. So on the surface, it's not doing too much, because all of the energy, all of the focus is getting strong roots. And that's what's happening with you. So on the surface, it looks like something died. But really what has happened is you've got these other things that are growing that leave seeds even when it becomes over ripened and we don't notice that, you know, something has over ripened and it fell, right? And so it's dropping seeds. You've been dropping seeds this whole time. This is why it's not a setback. It just seems like that on the surface. You know, look again, it's a hidden blessing. You've got something that's, oh, look at that. Look, the garden, look. The wait ripens into a blessing. We do need to pay attention, though, to feeling that we have to compete for something. This is where, you know, Aries, I feel your patience gets tested, right? But we can look at it as a healthy competition. But there may be something going on here where we have to gauge whether or not something or someone is going to be worth fighting for. Let's get more about the drama card here with the Five of Wands. Man, we were just talking about the 5 being victory in the Roman numeral here. But like I said, the challenge, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, this is like you're going from a challenge to a miracle here. Let's get more about this 5 of Wands for you, Aries, and what's important for you to know. You got to remain poised in silence here. Allow others to come to you. Let others or whatever needs to happen just happen while you wait on the outskirts. Okay? Silent confidence is going to be your ally at this time, Aries. And the only way that you can do that is trust what you are being downloaded with. The information that just seems to come to you. You know, pay attention to the things that you are attracting, because who and what you want will come to you. It's not the other way around. High Priestess is also associated with Pisces. What else? Nope, that is actually it. Okay, now before we end the reading, I want to find out for you, Aries, a blessing that you don't see coming. Oh my gosh, let's see what Spirit will give us. A blessing that Aries doesn't see coming, right? Oh, something is going to get real fit. I feel a lot of you are getting fit, or you will. And also I'm getting this thing about financially fit. Ooh, look at that. Justice. Okay, look at this. Cause and effect, karma, right? Karma is not about punishment, but it is about lessons learned. It is about witnessing what happens when you stay in integrity with what you know you deserve. And you know what I see, Aries? Look at the red robe again. It's you here. You're standing in the place of truth and justice. A hidden blessing in this is getting what you deserve. My God, I'm going to read this one more time of what Spirit said to you. The flame within you has been quietly gathering strength, Aries. Spirit whispers, what you've been seeking is not running from you. It's waiting just around the next bend. This cycle holds a gift that will ignite your confidence and guide you to the victory you deserve. A blessing you didn't see coming. Justice. Libra is coming through with the Justice card here. Now, before we end the reading, I just want to find out, oh, you know what, Aries, I did yours a little bit backwards. I was actually supposed to ask what was next, but that's okay. And then I was supposed to get the blessing, but that's okay. You know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's find out what's next for you. Sorry, I have my little note in the wrong area. Anyhow, let's see. What is next for Aries? And I do see you being crowned with success. Look at the High Priestess has a crown. Justice has a crown. Notice the wreath, the crown around, you know, the warrior's head here, which is you. You're a warrior of light. So what's next is, guess what? Blessings. This is your blessings being received. This is also a card where we can finally feel peace. We can finally rest. We can finally heal, to rejuvenate. Not heal because we've been wounded. Yes, we all get wounded, but you're healing on a different level. You're healing to call back parts of you that maybe have been left behind, because the flame within you is quietly getting bigger and bigger, and you're quietly gaining strength. I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.